Hello there, YouTubians, and welcome back to our series, The Anti-Trump Cat, with Mr. Mackie MacHeath, who may have been hitting the catnip a little bit too much these days. But then he's under a lot of stress because he is now leading a double life. He started the anti-Trump campaign because he felt Donald Trump was giving the color orange a bad rap. Oh, hey, wait a minute. But then in a move that could only be explained by Donald Trump himself, he offered Mr. MacHeath a post in his cabinet, which Mr. MacHeath accepted and soon regretted. But then he figured, I can turn this to my advantage. Unfortunately, that post was Secretary of Blake's, which stands for butt-licking, ass-kissing, and ego-stroking, but it did allow Mr. MacHeath to get up close and personal with Donald Trump. So now let's continue our story with his new bride, the lovely Lady Cecile. Good morning, Lady Cecile. I understand you want to show me something. What? More jewelry? It looks like you have a pair of ruby earrings to go with your Ivanka diamond bracelet. Did Mr. MacHeath bring those back from the East Coast for you? Oh, you saw them on Melania Trump on television and you were so envious. You wanted them for such a long time. And you say when Mr. MacHeath gave them to you, you could have just howled and yelped with joy? Yes, I hear you, girlfriend. Isn't it funny how those things happen? But I've got to go find your husband right now to begin today's interview. Nice chatting with you. Hello, Mr. MacHeath. Are you ready to start today's Oh, my goodness, you're really giving that Tory hell. What is that? That's the way you feel when you get back from Washington, like you want to tear something or somebody apart? I think that's quite understandable. Anyway, let's get started. Where are you going? This is where you want to conduct your interview? Why? Because you feel your life is pretty precarious right now and you think this is entirely appropriate. Okay, now what did you accomplish on your last trip to Washington? Yes, I did see the picture of President Trump holding hands with Prime Minister Theresa May. What was that all about? Oh, it seems someone on his staff leaked the fact that he has bathmophobia, which is not a fear of soap and water, but a fear of stairs and slopes, so he asked to hold her hand, since no other part of her anatomy was available. Oh yes, that cracked you up. So what other mischief in your anti-Trump campaign did you manage to accomplish this week? You told Donald Trump that he wasn't tweeting enough? What? Oh, you convinced him that his constant tweets were merely an extension of FDR's fireside chats, those old radio programs where President Roosevelt rallied the American public against the common enemy. And you told him it was his duty to keep the tradition going by rallying the American public against Meryl Streep and Saturday Night Live, Vanity Fair, and the cast of Hamilton, and Rosie. Okay, we get it. But how does that advance your anti-Trump campaign? Oh, the more he tweets, the more he looks like an idiot. Easy. Mr. MacHeath, I've noticed you keep looking off in the distance and over your shoulder. What's up? You think you're being spied on? Oh no, I don't think your staff would let that happen. So what's next on our agenda? The Great Wall of Chihuahua? Yes, I know our friends, our neighbors to the south, are a vital part of the fabric of this economy. Oh, you're on the move again. Okay, you say you feel a little less exposed and a little more safe in this chair. So let's continue. Okay, as we were saying, we need our neighbors to the south here in California. I mean, without them, who's going to take care of our homes, our gardens? Who's going to fold our tacos and shake our margaritas and install our solar panels? And bend our fenders in parking lots? You say come closer and you'll tell me a secret? Ooh, I love secrets. You say that someone has negotiated for the drug cartels to lease out their tunnels 3 days a week? Oh my, who negotiated that? Oh, Mr. MacHeath, how did you manage that? What? Your former catnip connections. Aha. You are quite the rogue, Mr. MacHeath. Any other progress you'd like to report on? What? You convinced Mr. Trump that if he had a dog, it would make him more endearing to the American public? How's that working out? Oh no, I see where this is going. You are not a cat any longer. You are now an alternative dog. What kind? A pit bull? Ooh, I'm down with that. So what are you saying now, Mr. MacHeath? We are now entering the Trumpazone, where no man has gone before. Oy. Okay, Mr. MacHeath, and you too, Beans, let's call it a day. And I hope you'll join us next time. Oh, wow, Hector. Maybe Lady Cecile's ruby earrings will turn into ruby slippers. Click, click, click. And we can all go home again. Ah, come on, Hector, just turn off the camera.